expect this book to ruin my life. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very upset. Hi, welcome to 2026 and welcome to my channel. So I always set an unrealistic reading goal for myself, but these are the 26 books I'm trying to prioritize this year, so let's get into it. So the first one is Alchemized by Sen-Lin Yu, and it's about an alchemist who has lost her memories and she's trying to recover them. And there's a war going on, there's magic, I believe there's romance as well. Usually I try to get into books without knowing too much about it, but I've heard so many good things about it. It's really popular right now. So yeah, I'm trying to get to this in January, which, you know, I have to hurry up. It's already halfway, but I want to read this in the start of the year to start it off right. And since it's quite a long book, I hope to get to it as soon as possible, and also because I'm really excited. Next up is Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. I really love Yellowface of her, so I really want to try another book of her. It's about two rivals in an academic setting, and they go to hell to find their professor. It sounds like a lot of fun. I believe there's romance as well. I mean, there's To Hell with Love on the cover. It refers to Dante's work a lot, so maybe I should have put that one on the list, but I think that's fine. You can read it without knowing too much about it as well. But yeah, I think this is a really fun dark academia book, which I love, so I'm also really excited to get to this one. I'm not going to explain the next one too much, because I'm sure many are already familiar with this one, but it's the Holy Bible. I should have read it during my literature studies, but you know, you already have to read so much, so I didn't really get to it. But a lot of work allude to the Bible, so I really should read this now. There are a lot of wise lessons in it, and I think it's just a very interesting story, whether you're religious or not. So yes, the Holy Bible. The next one was really popular, I believe, last year, and I didn't get around to reading it yet, but it's A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I expect this book to ruin my life. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very upset. It's really sad. It follows 4 friends, I believe, and just throughout their life and their hardships. It's supposed to be devastating, so I've put it aside for a while, not daring to read it, but this year I will finally read A Little Life. Wish me luck. Next up is Brandon Sanderson's The Way of Kings, and I'm just absolutely in love with this cover. It gives me the vibes of 80s paperback books. I don't know if they actually look like this, but I just love it so much. It's a fantasy, very popular. I'm not sure what it's about. I don't want to know. I just want to get into it. It's a small edition, small letters. I believe there are maps in it as well. And I mean, I found like drawings. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into this one. I really don't know a lot about it, but I'm just very excited to finally get to this one. Next up is Perfume by Patrick Suskind. This is about a killer who loves the smell of other people and tries to make perfumes out of it, I think. Something like that. It's a weird book. I love weird books. I'm so excited to read this one, like all the others. It sounds creepy, it sounds weird, and also really intriguing. Then we have another weird book, which is House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski. Sorry for butchering the name. Yeah, so this is supposedly a weird book. Weird as in really cool, different type of text. Some pages are almost blank, some are crossed out, there are pictures in there. Someone at university wrote their thesis about this, which really inspired me to get it as well. I believe it's about someone trapped in a house and is trying to get out. But then again, I also really don't know much about this one. It's not an easy read. I really would have to sit down and focus. Like I said, some are crossed out. It's really cool. Yeah, this is going to take a lot of effort to read, but I'm, again, really excited for this one as well. That's why it's on this list. Then we have a Russian classic, which I really love. It's Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. This book is about a man who murders someone and he's trying to accept it or live with it. or come to terms with his wrongs. It's about right and wrong. It's about righteous and evil. Lines blur. Really interesting. Love classics. Love Russian classics. I think this will be really cool to read about his psychological process of processing the murder he committed, his thoughts, his feelings. Yeah, crime punishment. Then we have 2 lesbian stories, and the first one is The Well of Loneliness by Radcliffe Hall, and it's about Stephen, and it says she hates wearing her hair long, loves riding and fencing, and she soon realizes is attracted to women. I've heard many good things about it. I think it's beautifully written. I'm really curious how a story from, I believe, 1928 will address this topic. Yeah, so that's the first one. Then we have The Safe Keep by Jaël van der Woude, Dutch author. I bought this one at Dubray's, which is in Ireland, in Galway. And a friend and I saw it standing there, and we were very excited to see a Dutch author who debuted in English, which is really motivating to us because we want to write in English as well. That's initially why we bought it, but it's about, I believe, just before or after the war, the Second World War, and there are 2 girls, and I think they fall in love, and it's probably a very beautiful story as well. Really excited. I see it in every bookstore in London. I saw it everywhere as well, so it must be really, really good. Then we have 2 audiobooks, and the first one is Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry, and it's about cowboys who go on an epic journey and face danger, and I think it's just going to be very exciting to read, very beautiful as well. I love stories where people go on a journey and learn more about themselves, about each other, face danger, overcome struggles, and just go on a beautiful journey. And yeah, I think this will be really nice to listen to. It's about 35 hours, which is really long, but I really should not buy any more books, so that's why I'm going to read it as an audiobook. And the next one is Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howard. It's a coming of age story which takes place in the summer in an Irish town. I wanted to read it last summer, but I was in Norway and it wasn't really summer weather, so that's why I want to read it while it's sunny coming summer. So I will have to wait quite a while before I can read that one. So I can imagine myself laying in the garden in the sun, feeling the heat on my face, not get sunburned hopefully while listening to Sunburn. Then we have some classics. The first one is Ulysses by James Joyce. I love James Joyce so much. I've read Dubliners and A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. I learned that Stephen Dedalus is in Ulysses as well. I got even more excited because I just love that character so much. This also is not an easy read. It does have notes, I believe, in this edition, so that should make it easier. And also don't really have to know everything. It alludes to so many different stories, so many classics and whatnot. It's also just a story I can enjoy. Then we have 3 books in one, which is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. As you may be able to tell, I'm a huge fan. It's going to be a reread for me. Yeah, so I got this edition in one. It's absolutely stunning. It has the red foiling on it. Black and red are my favorite colors, so it looks absolutely stunning on my bookshelf. I want to read it as an audiobook as well because Andy Serkis narrates the audiobooks, which it's such a fun time. I've read The Hobbit as an audiobook. It's so much fun. So yeah, Evil Ring needs to be destroyed by hobbits. Lovely, go read it. Then we have a classic which has grown even more popular over the last time, I think, which is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I've also read Of Mice and Men by Steinbeck. I love that one so much. It was so great. So I think this one will be lovely as well. I'm not really sure what this is about also, but again, it's a classic. I always love classics basically. Next is It's Not a Cult by Joey Beatty. I absolutely love Joey. He is an actor in The Witcher as well. He plays Jeske, but he's also in the band The Amazing Devil, and I absolutely love him. So when he came out with a book, I just had to have it. It's about a band who accidentally summons northern gods. It sounds really interesting, really weird, which I love. And yeah, by Joey Batey. So I'm really curious what his writing style is like and if he writes as good as he sings. Then we have a non-fiction, which is Save the Cat Writes a Novel by Jessica Brody. I'm planning to write a novel eventually, and this will be really helpful. So it provides information about how to structure your novel, how to plot it, where exciting events should take place and such. So yeah, I think this will be really useful. Up next is another classic I'm really excited about, which is Stoner by John Williams. So it says Stoner tells of the conflicts, defeats and victories of the human race that pass unrecorded by history and reclaims the significance of an individual life. And it also discusses the main character's love for literature, which really fascinates me because I adore literature as well, of course. I think, yeah, the academic setting and his search for an individual identity and his love for literature sounds really inspiring and really fun. So yeah, Stoner by Williams. Then Hex by Thomas Oldeheuvelt. Hex is about a 17th century woman who has sewn shut eyes and mouth and walks the streets of the Netherlands and apparently haunts people and bothers them, and people get scared, of course, and it sounds like a really creepy read. All his books are really creepy, which I absolutely adore. He's also sometimes called Dutch Stephen King, which is really, really cool. I mean, imagine having that title. The next weird book is Lapona by Otessa Mosfei, I think. I'm sorry for butchering that name as well. I bought this as a signed edition. I wasn't there when the author did that, but it's really cool that it's signed. It's about a medieval town. I believe people die. It sounds really spooky. Really, I've heard so many people say that it's a really, really weird book. Again, which I probably will absolutely adore. So yeah, Lapona, I really can't wait to read this one. The next one is a non-fiction and it's called Kafka by Rudiger Safransky. It's not out in English yet, I believe, but I got this in Dutch, and it's about Franz Kafka, about his writing, about his life. I think it's really fun that I got this in Dutch actually, because I want to read more Dutch books. That's why this is on my list. I really love the cover as well. I love the little doodle of Kafka on his desk. Yeah, really interesting, really excited to read this one as well. And hopefully my Dutch hasn't deteriorated that much yet. Then two fantasies, and the first one is Till Death Do Us Part. I absolutely adore this cover. Look at the design, look at the letters. It's about a bard, obviously, and it's about his husband, who is called the Bear. He's very strong and very kind of barbarian-like. But then the bard gets kidnapped and he has to rescue his husband, which sounds so cute. It's by Rose Black, by the way. Yeah, cover is amazing, story sounds amazing, really fun. And up next is Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. It's the third book in Farseer trilogy. I absolutely love this series so much. I always recommend it to other people. It's about Fitz. Well, this is the third book, so I can't really explain too much about it, but it's basically about a boy, Fitz, who becomes the assassin's apprentice. That's the first book. This is the final one. I'm not really ready yet to read the final one because I feel like I'm going to miss him so much, but the author has other series as well, which I'm really, really excited for. It's time to unwrap this from its plastic and finally read the final part. And last but not least, we have Paul Murray's The Bee Sting. I actually met him last year and he's signed the book for me with a little bit of inspiration for writing myself. I actually started this one. I'm on page 162 and it's really good so far, but I'm really, really keen to finish it this year. So it follows an Irish family in a rural town where everyone knows each other, they know the drama, and some secrets of the past get slowly uncovered. Again, I started this last year, but I got in a very big reading slump. I really hope to pick this one up again. It sounds really good. It is really good so far. Yeah, so the last one is Paul Murray's The Bee Sting. So I hope you like my 26 books for 2026. If there are any books you're reading also, let me know in the comments down below, or let me know what your list is. I would love to hear. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.